In this video I'm going to show you how you can create use cases and tests in Performator. So I have here my Eclipse open, and the first thing that I would do is create a new package. Let's see, com tutorial dot use case, for example. So we have our use case package here, and now we want to add a new class. Tutorial, and our superclass will be PFR use case. As you see, we have three methods that we can use to create our use case. Initialize user is just executed at the beginning when the user is created. Then we can create our use case steps in the execute method, and we can also do a tear down in the terminate method. So what can we write in here? We can find that in the documents. For example, under Performator database, Performator HTTP, or in case you want to do your own measurements, that would be in HSR basics. So HSR stands for HIRA Stats Report. That's the report engine below Performator, and it allows you to use these kinds of method calls to register your metrics that will be sent afterwards to the various reporters. So we can copy paste one thing here and import this HSR class, and just for now, as an example, I put here thread sleep for some milliseconds, and that's basically already one of our metrics that we are executing and measuring. If you want to do an HTTP call, we can go and check Performator HTTP. We have all the different settings that we can use, and let me see, we go to the request examples, and here you have various examples on how you can create a request. Let's copy paste one of these here. Let's take another URL here. Let's say we test something like performetrics.com. Give that another name. Homepage. We import these classes. And we already have a very small use case with two metrics that we are measuring here. Now, to execute this use case, we need a PFR test class. I will create another package here. So we have our tests. And inside of this test package, I will create a class, and this one will be test tutorial, and will extend the class PFR test. As you see, there is nothing in here. The one thing that we need here is the constructor. and our initialization will be done here in the constructor. Now we want to add our use case and tell it how much load or how it should be executed. For that we have on this PFR test class, we have this method that takes a PFR executor. Now here we have various that we can use. When you start with PFR exec and use your content assist, then you see we have here various executors that are delivered with Performator. You can also write your own if you want to extend it. For now I just take the PFR exec standard. We create a new instance of this. And then we have here two constructors. Let's take the first one. To this we give our class, which should be PFR tutorial. PFR tutorial. So this is our use case class. And then we can set the various information that this standard executor needs to execute our test. For example, the number of users. Let's say we want to execute this with 10 users. We want to have 6,000 executions per hour. Exec hour. Excuse me. We take the content assist again. Exec hours. Thank you very much. Then we can say we want to have a number of ramp up. So ramp up is the number of users that are started at the same time. You can say 1. Then each user is started at his own time. Normally we take at least 2 if we have more than 1 user, just so that we also have a little bit of parallel execution, that we test this as well. We can also provide an offset. In this case I just say 0 seconds from the test start. And this is basically already what you need to execute the test. Now we need to tell Performator which test it should execute, because you can have multiple tests in your project. So what we are going to do is we go to snippets, and we have here this command here. So this is how you execute the test. Take this one. I'll just take this over to here so that I can do a little bit of copy pasting. So we have our Maven command, and we can execute this from a terminal. What I normally do is I'm going to the run configurations, and I create the run configuration for this. In this case, Maven configuration, PFR tutorial, clean verify. Oh, excuse me, that's the base directory. So workspace, quick start, apply, and now this should be good to run. Ah no, we forget something. We also have to set a max duration. Let's say of seconds, and we want to run this for 60 seconds. Good. So we can now execute this test. If I find my run configuration again. Where is it? Tutorial here. Run. Now we have a wrong URL here. Can correct that. And it looks like our test is running. Now we don't see any outputs because we have not registered any reporters. For this tutorial I will just show you how to get output. So we have for the we put this under the tutorial here. So we just want to have some output on the console. We want to add a reporter. There are as well many reporters that come with the statistics engine out of the box. In this case I just want to print a table. This is just the max length of the metrics. The metric name, so that the table will not get endlessly, the table columns will not get endlessly big. And with that, we should theoretically get about all 15 seconds an output on our command line. Yes, so this is the reporter that we added. We got an output here on the command line where we can see we have our home page that had a status of 200, and the measurements are here. So we had 26 executions already, and these were the times here. So works already quite nice. I think that's it for this tutorial. We'll go into the configuration of Performator in the next video.